with pine trees. What would you say if someone came and took your house, put you in the bathroom, controlled if you go in and out, decided they could bomb you? Would you not care? If other people said they heard you scream, that's why we use our power. Boycott, devastation, Israel and the occupation, and this brutal hell, to be clear. We want all the systems that are here, and we'll never be loyal to apartheid and spilling blood. You put up walls just for us, and we smash them just because we reject all rulers.
S'éloigner de toi, on perçoit tes douleurs et tes cris, tout comme les nôtres touchant nos propres vies. Le nom d'Israël est Palestine, et pour ça ils combattent subissant les crimes d'un État qui à chaque pas élimine la bravoure d'un combat. Palestine, Palestine.
Hilda Hardiman, care of Christine Dolby, and it's about the Kimberley Process. Thank you.
Say it again, What did he say?
He said he's handed the envelope over, so he's done that for us. We are here today outside the head office of the European Commission representation in the UK in London as the Kimberley Process intersessional meeting kicks off in Antwerp, to ask the European Union to fulfil its duty as chair of the Kimberley Process to stop ignoring the human suffering bankrolled by the trade in cut and polished blood diamonds by rogue regimes like Israel. The Kimberley Process is a self-regulatory process set up to prevent the trade in conflict diamonds that fund human rights violations. But the Kimberley Process narrow definition of a conflict diamond as rough diamonds used by rebel movements or their allies to finance armed conflicts aimed at undermining legitimate governments, excludes cut and polished diamonds and excludes rogue regimes like Israel using diamonds to finance war crimes. Since the Kimberley Process is self-regulated, it has no independent accountability or power. As such, it is a failure used by peddlers of death to deceive the public into buying blood diamonds. We are here to highlight the failure of the Kimberley Process and ask the EU to fulfil its responsibility as chair of the Kimberley Process to correct the notoriously corrupt definition of conflict diamond designed to shield rampant human rights abusers like Israel. Over 120 Palestinians have been killed and more than 3,800 injured by Israeli army fire since the 30th of March, when Palestinians launched their non-violent Great March of Return to their homes in occupied Palestine. We have a letter for Hilda Hardiman, the EU chair of the Kimberley Process. It reads,
Dear Hilda Hardiman, EU chair of the Kimberley Process 2018, it is widely acknowledged that the Kimberley Process has failed in breaking the link between diamond sales and human rights abuses. This is due to its narrow definition of conflict diamond, which excludes the bankrolling of human rights abuses by cut and polished diamonds and excludes rogue regimes using diamonds to finance war crimes. At the AGM of the World Diamond Council in Moscow in October 2015, There was a proposal to empower the Kimberley process by widening the definition of conflict diamond to include countries who flout human rights laws, not just in mining areas but also in diamond trading centres. The proposal had already been agreed by the Institutes of the World Diamond Council. The changes in definition were already confirmed before the president of the Israeli Diamond Exchange, Shmuel Schnitzer, personally intervened to stop it, saying it could be disastrous for Israel. The agreed change was binned to shield Israel's blood diamond trade. Israel is one of the leading producers of cut and polished diamonds. In 2016, Israel's net export of diamonds was worth $9 billion, making it Israel's #1 industry by far, with a 26% share of Israel's manufacturing exports, more than the combined exports of Israel's next top two industries, electronics and pharmaceuticals. Evidence given at the Russell Tribunal in November 2010 by the Israeli economist Shir Hiva revealed that the overall Israeli diamond industry contributes about $1 billion annually to the Israeli military and security industries. Shir Hiva added, every time somebody buys a diamond that was exported from Israel, some of that money ends up in the Israeli military. The latest massacre of Palestinians in Gaza by Israel is happening under your watch, during your tenure as chair of the KP. It is your duty and responsibility to ensure that the KP does not facilitate those war crimes by certifying the diamonds that bankrolled those massacres are conflict-free. We urge you to immediately suspend Israel from the Kimberley process and place a complete embargo on the trade in diamonds from Israel until the Israeli government stops using revenue from the diamond industry to fund grievous human rights violations. I would appreciate a response, thank you. Yours faithfully, Abbas Ali, Chairman, Inmind's Human Rights Group.
We are here to demand the Kimberley process be reformed to exclude all blood diamonds from the supply chain, including cut and polished diamonds. Until that happens, the Kimberley process certification is worthless, and we urge all people of conscience to boycott all diamonds unless the jeweller can produce documentation proving that every stage of the supply pipeline, from the mine to cutting and polishing to the trading centre, are not tainted by rogue regimes like Israel or other human rights abusers. Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
We shall overcome. We shall